This is not a dream.
Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new video. Here we have crosman ak1 semi-auto. Let's go over a few little things. Stock, I don't know the make. I just see it, I like it. Nice little razor mount, cheap razor, fully adjustable. I'm going to change this totally though at some point. I'm going to stick more authentic AK on it. It's got to be done. I don't like that tube. I don't really like the size of the stock, although that is the best stock I can find. It's one I prefer. It's one I keep on the DPMS and all, without the cheek plate. I don't know why they never made this so it doesn't stick somewhere. Obviously the original one doesn't do it either, it's a bit stupid. Now this doesn't strip down like the DPMS. DPMS you can totally field strip it, take everything off, clean the insides, you can change everything. This cheap plastic, not as good. Like the AK, you get your fire select. Obviously here, pull wheel don't work, very disappointing, but here we are, UK rules. Mag, nothing like an AK mag. Only slides in, doesn't go in like an AK, which is a bit disappointing really. As you see, I've stuck me little Surefire on there. I like these, they're handy little, they go in your pistol, your rifle, pretty much stick that anywhere. They are so handy. Stuck a couple of them on there just because I had them, holds that in place when some mags in there, doesn't slide anywhere. Gives it a little bit better look around there. A spray silencer. Now I know that's upside down, but if I've done it the other way, it's not going to work on this. It's going to look a bit. I don't think I like it like that. So, for the sake of this gun, this was actually from the DPMS, but the AK1. keep that on the AK1. I think it's definitely a lot better. 6 Romeo 5 red dot. Now that is obviously a fake off AliExpress, but that cost me about £40, and it's pretty good. The only downside is, once it's on, you have to unscrew the battery to turn it off, otherwise it'll stay on. It's a bit mental, but here we go. That's the Chinese stuff as usual. I always do it a little bit backwards. No offence to you guys, you make some great stuff, but you've got to think about it a little bit more. The only real metal parts on this rear sight, this whole front area, it's pretty much all the metal, apart from the fire select, safety. It only pulls back a little bit, which is very disappointing. You want it like a real AK. Even me Cybergun AK, it pulls right back, the magazine clocks right in, exactly like an AK should. I think compared to the DPS, this is not made nowhere near as well. Definitely let the ball down. And you notice they put the not a toy markings all over it, which they made a big point with the DPMS that they weren't going to do that. They wanted it to look as realistic as possible, and then they go and stick that on there. obviously all these little rivets in there, they're all fake, none of it does anything. So it is a good gun though, don't get me wrong, it shoots well. It's a good little shooter, it sounds good, shoots well. Sucks being a left-handed because obviously everything's opposite side for me, it doesn't work, but you know, got this hand free, I can use it. Magazine. Plastic, light as anything. So light, very, very disappointing. Looks pretty cool, but you know, who wants that? Pull this little cap off. I pulled this out, fell out earlier. Normally you have your little Allen key in there for your CO2. It is pretty much the same mechanism as DPMS. You can use one or two. I always put two in because if you get a problem, at least that seal it's been held, you know. I think you only tighten one up and something goes wrong, it's going to come out the other one easy, so I always stick with two, plus you're going to get your 200-ish shots. Simply tighten them up and you're ready to start shooting. Chuck your little clip back on, little cover. You do get a speed loader, but I'm packing my house up at the moment, so it's in a box somewhere I ain't managed to get out. Luckily this one is quite easy. Pull that down, flip it over, that'll stay there. Pour the old BBs in today. I'm pretty sure it takes about 25, 26. I think really they could have made it a bit better and made it so you can double up on them, but I suppose they've got laws they've got to follow and all. Quite quick, easy to load. As I say, I like normal AK. Literally slides in. Very disappointing. I know it's a lot and all. It never sits right back where it should. Sometimes it sits there, sometimes it sits there. I really don't like that they don't pull right back. It's very, very disappointing. Let's get the camera guys move. Let's get the camera moved guys, and we're gonna change this around a little bit. Have a little shoot up. So what do you think? As you can see, seriously shit at shooting. So there you have it people, Crossman, AK1, semi-auto UK. Don't get me wrong, it's a pretty good rifle, it does shoot pretty well. I need to sight this in a little bit better. I always change where I'm sitting, so it tends to be off a bit. Obviously your CO2 goes down, your sights are never really true. If you start losing your power, then BBs are dropping, you're always going to look at that sight thinking that ain't right. Maybe you're better off just keeping with your iron sights. But they're a cool little thing to have. So as it's got its little knockbacks, don't let that put you off. It is a pretty good rifle. It shoots well. The sound of it, I stick a silencer on it. It makes you feel better, you know. It's not silencing it, but it's quiet going anyway, so being able to put that on makes it as if it's giving that effect it's working. But you know, looking down that is a pretty sexy little toy. Definitely recommend getting one. Be nice to see they made a metal mag for it. Would have been so much better. There you have it guys, Crossman AK1. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe, share it with your friends. You know you want to. Helps the channel, get us monetised. We start making some better mods at the moment. I'm not sponsored, do everything myself, so if you'll hit that subscribe and keep watching, you really help me out guys. Got to give me watch hours right up. I know a lot of you subscribe and I thank you for that, so keep at it guys. If you've got any problems, give us a shout, I'll help you. Thank you.